Hello and a warm welcome to all the fantasy managers for my latest video. This is FPL Victor and today I will be reviewing my Game Week 4 score and will be revealing my final team for Game Week 5. Let's begin. For Game Week 4, my team received a below par score of 48 compared to a 51-point average in the game week, which resulted in a red arrow. Henderson's poor form between the sticks continued and Palace conceded twice against newly promoted Leicester City, resulting in a single point. The defense continued to struggle, with Robinson losing his clean sheet in extra time. This was unlucky for his 17.5% ownership, as Fulham were looking solid till then. The bad streak continued, with Trent failing to contribute on both ends of the pitch as Liverpool tasted the first defeat of the new season. Only Digne, whom I had transferred in, provided a consolation assist, which proved trivial in a low-scoring game week. The defense scored a total of 8 points. As I have gone for a top-heavy formation and invested considerable portion of my funds in my forwards, I anticipate a mediocre performance from my midfield every week. However, this week it was close to a howler, as only Bruno contributed with an assist. Jota, Rodgers and Madueke, all three were largely ineffective during their playing time and look like they might get replaced in the coming game weeks by their coaches. In total, the midfield contributed with a meager 11 points. Newcastle conceded first against Wolves and looked primed to mount a fight back in the second half. The comeback came, but Isaac was taken off at half-time due to a freak face injury and returned a solitary point. Havertz failed to return too, however he had a close match against a tough opposition. Star of the show was Haaland again, with his exceptional goal-scoring streak continuing, and he bagged a brace against Brentford. His 26 points haul was priceless and kept the red arrow to a small one. After this game week, my team looks desperate for a wildcard. I'm not confident in players like Henderson, Barco, Bruno, Nkunku, Jota, Isaac, and Lovely anymore, and will have to replace them with players who can perform in the coming game weeks. For now, I am 50% confident that I shall be activating my wildcard in game week 6 and thus will move forward with a safe approach in this game week. Next up is the game week 5 fixtures list. The deadline for changing the team is on Saturday, 21st September at 11 am BST. On Saturday, we have a cracking London derby to start the week, with West Ham playing host to Chelsea, and later in the evening, Crystal Palace will be looking to upset a Manchester United side desperate for a win at Selhurst Park. On Sunday, we have the match of the week with defending champions Manchester City welcoming their arch-rivals Arsenal at the Etihad Stadium. Both teams have slight injury concerns in their midfield, however, this can turn out to be a fast-paced encounter with both teams playing free-flowing attacking football. The standout fixtures of the week from a fantasy point of view are Liverpool vs Bournemouth, Spurs vs Brentford, and Aston Villa vs Wolves. Liverpool, Brighton and Aston Villa have been ranked higher as per the latest betting odds to keep a clean sheet. Additionally, Mo Salah is projected to score the highest points this week, followed closely by Son and Palmer. Managers with Salah in their team should be looking to hand the armband to him. Moving on to my final team selection for Game Week 5. Initially, I had planned to take a hit and transfer out Bruno and Isaac for Mo Salah and Vardy. However, had to wait as there were Champions League matches scheduled during the midweek. Unfortunately, Vardy's price rose in the meanwhile, and the transfer plan was out of my budget. After watching Liverpool's performance against AC Milan, I convinced myself not to get Salah for a hit. I have transferred out Isaac from my team as he had been flagged due to an injury, and this gave me an opportunity to include Watkins in my team, who gives me a captaincy option this week. Henderson will take his spot between the sticks, and by his form, any point he provides will be a bonus. In defense, I shall start Van de Ven, Digne and Trent, with all three having decent home fixtures with potential to contribute. My midfield will be the same as last week. Bruno has gone without scoring in the current season for 4 straight matches, with Jota following up with his own forgettable streak of 3 matches. Surely players of their caliber cannot keep on missing the back of the goal for long. Madueke and Rogers will take the other two spots in midfield as I do not have much options on the bench. On the brighter side, both of them have fairly moderate fixtures and might surprise with a return or two. Havertz faces the toughest opponent in the league on Sunday. However, Manchester City have only kept a single clean sheet this season, and the Arsenal attack will surely get some chances to score. The logical decision is to keep the German in the playing 11. Haaland is in scintillating form, however, faces an Arsenal defence which in the last 11 matches have only conceded twice and kept 9 clean sheets. If there is any fixture in the season where he can misfire, it might be this one. Watkins will be my captaincy pick for this week as he now looks fully fit for the new season and also scored a brace in game week 4. Aston Villa look like a confident team and will be facing a winless Wolves side who have conceded in every fixture till now. Also, he will be a differential captaincy pick this week with Salah and Haaland being the more popular choices. Nkunku scored a goal last week which was frustrating as he was on bench, but at least it might stop his price from going down further in the coming weeks. He will take the first spot on the bench followed by Robinson and Barco. Unless the playing 11 brings a game week score in excess of 80, I shall be activating my wildcard for game week 6 as there is a fixture swing which can be taken advantage of. Don't worry as the wildcard team video will be uploaded soon. If you wish to join my league, please copy the code on your screen and test your mettle against some new managers. This was all for the Game Week 5 final team reveal, and I shall be back next week providing reports on most of the matches and my strategy for Game Week 6 and a possible wildcard. This season, I aim to improve my last season's rank and along the journey provide my insight to other managers who are looking to ace their mini leagues or improve their overall rank in the game. If you want my opinion about your team, please comment on the video and I shall revert. Last but not least, please subscribe to my channel, like the video and hit the bell icon. Thank you.